Okay, here we are. This is G for T and the Unrepentant American. We're here on Strive and Thrive, Survive and Thrive TV, and we're interviewing some Canadians about how they feel about how important the vote is this year.
How important is it to Canadians for the vote in the presidential election?
I think it's very important for Canadians because we export 80% of our products to the U.S. How the U.S. economy runs is how our exports are affected, and I think it's most important to take a big interest in it, because the person who wins, hopefully they will be very in tune with the economy, and the better the economy, obviously the more they're going to export or import from Canada, and we are the closest friendly neighbor, especially when it comes to energy, and we think that we have an abundance of energy, which we do, and particularly the oil sands in Alberta. We want to export that. We can send it to Asia. We're not that thrilled about that. However, we'd like to send it to our friendly neighbor in the U.S. And if we send it to there, it's going to take a pipeline. It's going to take a lot of infrastructure to export it to the U.S. And of course, Alberta, the province, which is equivalent to the state that I come from, is very wealthy in energy. We have a tremendous amount of energy that we export, not around the world, but mainly to the U.S. right now, but we have a surplus that we're looking to export. We're looking at building a pipeline from Edmonton to the West Coast to export to China, as an example.
And last question, have you felt the economic crisis in Canada as we are experiencing here in America, or has it just not hit Canada yet?
Well, a number of things. First of all, no, we don't have the economic crisis that you have here. Property values in Alberta, where I live, are going up at a constant rate every year, 5 to 10%. The unemployment rate is around the 5%. We have a Prime Minister in Canada who is unbelievable. He's smart, he knows what he's doing, he's picked the right people, and he knows exactly what it takes to keep the economy going. He's appointed Mark Carney, the governor of the Bank of Canada, and this guy is one smart guy, because he's figured out how to move the interest rates, he's figured out what makes the economy go, and he has done a good job. The average Canadian lives very, very well. We don't have the situation of bankrupt homes. We don't have bank foreclosure signs. We don't have any of that stuff. Sure, there are some foreclosures. People have overextended themselves. But generally speaking, it's good. You buy a piece of property 5 years ago, you're going to make $100 grand. You're going to resell it today. There's no capital gains tax, whether it's residential or if it's residential. So if you make $100 grand selling your house, because the economy is good, you put 100% of that in your pocket. I think this is good. A lot of Canadians are buying here because if I buy a 3-bedroom house, 2,000 square feet in where the city I live, it's going to be $800,000 and $900,000. I come down here, I can buy for under $300,000 a house with all those features and a swimming pool, and I've got 360 days of sunshine. I would be crazy not to buy a house here, and that's the way I look at it. I think that it's a great resort spot. I think the people here are great. The food is good. There's a lot of good stuff. And what a clean atmosphere here. Driving around Palm Springs, Palm Desert, this whole area, it's wonderful. It's a great spot. Right now back home, we've got ice and snow, and it's damn cool. That's why I'm here.
Well, thank you very much for your views. We certainly appreciate it. This is Survive and Thrive TV. George?
And we're just here at the polls, guys, getting kind of a pulse of what's happening here in Indian Wells. It's definitely a big decision people have to make here today. Take care.